how did you develop this desire and I guess willingness for self-expression? Like at what age you actually experienced the benefits of the different aspects of art and you associated yourself with them? I'm just interested to hear, what was this whole process like?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just always been a part of me. I don't know any other way to go about life, truly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like I dropped out of school when I was like 16. And for me, not being around people that are trying to inform you who you should be was a very helpful thing. I find most times when you are very young and you want to express yourself, there's a lot of people that have different opinions on the way that you should be. But I'm a big believer in no one should have an opinion on who you are as a human being. Whatever you choose to do, for good or for bad, I think it's a matter of doing it rather than being told not to do something or to be a certain way. You can really be harmful to a person if you're trying to inform them about something that they have to figure out on their own.
I very much respect, this whole thing of really sticking to yourself and your own personality and, going through a life path that is very specific to you. And what was this whole process for you? Because, we know what sort of society we live in. People with different sort of interests are always sort of an outcast, and it's very difficult, especially when you are younger in age, to actually stick to what genuinely brings you joy and what you associate yourself with. So what advice would you give even to people who are struggling with that at the moment?
Yeah, I think if you find like-minded people, which isn't always easy, but like when we were growing up, I wasn't seeing anything that I wanted to be a fan of happening.
Yeah.
There was obviously like the Black Crowes and Jet and the Strokes and bands like that. And then to go further back, like the Velvet Underground, the Doors, Jimi Hendrix. I loved and adored people like that. And then probably when I was like 15, 16, I started finding like philosophers like Alan Watts and Buckminster Fuller and just using guides like that throughout history, because there's so much deep, beautiful history in human culture that you can draw inspiration from, and you can find friends, dead or alive, to follow somewhat their path. But it is very crucial, like Ralph Waldo Emerson stated, instead of following the path that every traveler has gone, create your own path. And I guess a benefit and a fortune that we are gifted is technology. And it can be used one of two ways. There's obviously the way that it can kill your mind, and you can be wrapped up in the noise and social media and trying to compete with everyone's ego and false facade and stuff. But then there is an absolute beauty to the advancements of technology, that you can educate yourself if you're very passionate and you have that drive to be interested in a subject. You can go down that rabbit hole of education and you can learn more than you could ever imagine. So I think it's a matter of applying yourself and having that understanding of self-love, which isn't always the easiest. I hated myself for the longest time, but there sometimes is a beauty in that, because you're able to find the parts of yourself that you don't like, and then you're able to celebrate the aspects of yourself that you do like and grow upon that and expand and just find beauty. It's very easy to find pain in this life, but if you search for beauty and you focus on the beautiful aspects of existence, then you can ultimately find divinity somewhere.